Welcome to RetroQuest, my name's Jay, and this week we're playing Zool on the Sega Mega Drive, released in 1992. Now I have to admit, I think I realised quite early on when I revisited this game that I clearly did not get very far with it back in the day, nor did I remember how unforgiving it was. It was hard as balls. But let's not waste any more time, and let's take a look at this classic mascot platformer. Zool was a vibrant and fast-paced platformer developed by Gremlin Graphics, a British video game company. It was initially released in 1992 for the Sega Mega Drive, known as the Genesis in North America, and the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The game features Zool, a small anthropomorphic creature with remarkable speed and agility, navigating through various levels filled with enemies, obstacles and collectibles. The development of Zool was spearheaded by Austin Grossman, who would later become a renowned author. Gremlin Graphics aimed to create a mascot that could rival the likes of Sonic the Hedgehog. The team focused on Zool's distinctive speed and quirky design to set the game apart in the crowded platform market of the early 90s. An interesting nuance during development was the emphasis on Zool's speed mechanics. The developers wanted to ensure that Zool could navigate levels quickly without compromising on control precision, which was a significant technical challenge at the time. Additionally, the game's vibrant colour palette and detailed sprite animations were ambitious for the hardware limitations of the Sega Mega Drive, showcasing the team's dedication to delivering visually appealing experiences. The game itself centres around the titular character Zool, who hails from the planet Zool, not the most creative. The lore is relatively light, focusing more on gameplay than intricative narrative. Zool's primary mission is to traverse various environments to defeat his evil nemesis, Snorri, and restore peace to his homeland. While the story doesn't delve deeply into complex narratives, it provides a charming backdrop that complements the game's fast-paced action, making it accessible and enjoyable for players of all ages. Zool's a 2D platformer that emphasises speed and reflexes. Players control Zool as he runs, jumps and attacks his way through various levels filled with enemies and obstacles. The game is renowned for its fluid animation and responsive controls, which were pivotal in delivering the high-speed gameplay experience. Some of Zool's unique mechanics include super moves. Zool can perform special attacks by collecting items, allowing for dynamic combat against enemies. There are time-based challenges. The levels incorporate time limits, encouraging players to complete them swiftly to earn higher scores. And then there's the collectibles. Scattered throughout the levels, these various items unlock secrets or provide bonuses, adding an exploratory element to the gameplay. The game utilises the standard Sega Mega Drive controller, supporting 2 action buttons for jumping and attacking. And while it doesn't require any special controls, the precise control scheme is integral to mastering Zool's speed and agility. In my opinion, the game would benefit from being zoomed out at 50%, more in order to allow players to see what's going on around Zool and the environment that he's in. Too often while I was playing, I would take damage by hitting enemies or falling onto traps that I had no way of knowing were there. It's a constant leap of faith, which could be really annoying. Some of the boss fights were brutally tough, reminding me of Cuphead, which is a great game by the way, and I guess these sort of platformers probably inspired that title. I thought the first level had an egregious amount of product placement with a lot of Chupa Chups branding everywhere. I'd be interested to know if they had a hand in developing this or funding it, as no other level has that kind of stuff in it. I also felt that at times it could do more to explain what you should be doing. The music level caught me out for ages as per the footage. It wasn't clear what I was supposed to be doing, and I searched for ages to find collectibles to complete the level, and then accidentally stumbled upon a destructible environmental object which allowed me to reach my goal. Upon its release, Zool received mixed to positive reviews from both critics and players. Critics praised its fast-paced gameplay, vibrant graphics and smooth controls, often comparing Zool favourably to its contemporaries like Sonic the Hedgehog. However, some reviewers pointed out repetitive level design and a lack of depth in the storyline. While Zool didn't secure any major industry awards, it garnered a loyal fan base and is often remembered fondly in retrospectives as a standout title from Gremlin Graphics. Electronic Gaming Monthly highlighted Zool's speed and charm as its key strengths, while GamePro praised the game's slick graphics and tight controls, noting its potential to become a classic platformer. Overall, Zool is considered a solid entry in the platforming genre, appreciated for its unique character and engaging gameplay mechanics. Zool spawned a sequel, Zool 2, released in 1993 for the Sega Mega Drive and SNES. The sequel expanded on the original with more diverse levels, improved graphics and enhanced gameplay mechanics. While Zool 2 didn't achieve the same levels of acclaim as its predecessor, it maintained a dedicated fanbase. In addition to the main games, Zool appeared in various merchandise including action figures and apparel, capitalising on its popularity during the early 90s gaming boom. Zool Classic was later released for modern platforms, allowing a new generation of players to experience Zool's adventures, and the original Zool has been included in various retro game compilations, preserving its legacy for future gamers. Zool holds a cherished place in the pantheon of early 90s platformers. Developed by Gremlin Graphics, the game showcased innovative speed and charming character design, setting it apart in a competitive genre. While it may not have reached the iconic status of some of its contemporaries, Zool left a lasting impact through its engaging gameplay and dedicated fanbase. Its legacy continues with sequels and re-releases, ensuring Zool's adventures remain accessible and enjoyable for both nostalgic players and new fans alike. I think for me personally, it's a middling platformer. My nostalgia for the iconic Zool character, who I used to draw a lot as a kid and even had a birthday cake made by my mom one year, is definitely an example of a game viewed through rose-tinted spectacles, at least for me personally. In reality, it's not bad, but it's not great either. So that's it for this episode. Let me know your thoughts on Zool in the comments below, and let me know if there's a game you'd like to see me revisit in the future on RetroQuest. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me to grow the channel and reach a wider audience. And that's all for this one. So I'll see you in the next video.